Hi there. Wow, great to see everyone tonight. So happy that you're here joining us for a really momentous day for our soccer club. Tonight we welcome a new team to our city of Boston, a city of innovation, a city of strength, and a city of champions. I want to thank the elected officials and the champions in attendance tonight. We have Lieutenant Governor Kim Driscoll, Secretary of Economic Development Yvonne Howe, State Rep Chris Worrell, Mayor Michelle Wu, City Council President Ruth Z. Louis-Jeune, City Councilor Sharon Durkin, City Councilor Tanya Fernandez, City Councilor Henry Santana. I hope you all can say hello to me later because I'm not sure I've seen all of you yet. City Councilor Ben Weber, City Councilor Brian Worrell, and if there's anyone else I've missed, I'm thrilled that you're here with us tonight. I also want to thank the ownership and representatives from the Bruins, the Celtics, the Fleet, the Patriots, the Red Sox, and the Revolution. We're so excited joining you in this landscape of professional sports here in Boston. And we got some legends of our sport here tonight. Christine Lilly, Lauren Holiday, Charlie Davies are all in the house. Thank you. Today begins a new legacy, one that we build together. Sports teams at their core are community assets. They are the fabric of our city. They're made up of the many different stories and experience that weave us together as one. BOS Nation Football Club, I'm gonna get used to saying it. BOS Nation Football Club is a name made up of all of us. It is an anagram of Bostonian. Its letters rearranged to make BOS, B-O-S, the shorthand for this remarkable city, representing the passion, the grit, and the diversity that make us who we are. And Second Nation, a collective with a common goal. In Boston, that is to join together to support the teams we love. With this name, we are building a new nation together with all of you, united not by our similarities, but by celebrating our differences. The work of building this team, building this new legacy, requires passion, participation, and sometimes holding each other accountable to our shared values. Thank you to all of you who have done that and will continue to do so. We're listening, and we look forward to building this together alongside of you. Thank you. Tonight, we celebrate Boston and all of you. Boston is a unique blend of old and new, from its famed diehard fans to its new generation of fans, united by their love of the world's beautiful game, played by many of the best athletes in the world. So with that, it's my real pleasure to introduce the leader of our city, who has been a strong advocate and partner for women's sports and bringing the NWSL back to Boston from the beginning. It's an honor to have this partnership with Mayor Michelle Wu.
Good evening, everyone. It's incredible to see this space completely filled with all of the aisles for hiking and boating and everything, filled with soccer fans and supporters of BOS Nation. Thank you so much to Jennifer for your leadership, for your vision, and to all of the co-founders who not only believed in the power of soccer and the power of professional women's sports to set that example for the next generation, but who from the very beginning have made it clear that they believe in the city of Boston. This has been a partnership unlike any other. And it's not a surprise because Boston is a city unlike any other where we are used to making history. This is a city where change begins. Next year, we've already kicked off the beginnings of the run-up to the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution. Next year, there will be lots of events that commemorate the Battle of Bunker Hill and all of the various ways that Boston was a key part of that, leading into 2026, which will be a big year all around, with BOS Nation getting fully settled in our city and the eyes of the world on us, seeing how we have continued to make history over the last 250 years and beyond. So today we are kicking off a name, but it's really much more than that. This is about a legacy that is starting from the very beginning, and it reflects the hours and months and so much heart that has gone into this team of founders, this team of supporters, really envisioning a different way to build a partnership. This will be the first professional sports team in the country to be co-housed with a public school district in a stadium that will be home to our student athletes as well. It's a remarkable transformation that will mean for every student in the city of Boston, they will get to play on the same turf, in the same spaces as those they look up to the most. And so as we continue to be a city where revolution and innovation define every single day, we look forward to adding another championship team to our mix here. And I just want to thank again all those from BOS Nation and all those who have made this moment possible. We are going to have a beautiful facility, a beautiful stadium, a beautiful community here to welcome the team and really make sure that we are taking all that Boston has to offer and put it on the world stage. So thank you so much for being here. And now, I believe I have the honor of handing it over to the co-founders. So Anna, Stephanie, and Amy, and to Jennifer.
Thank you so much, Mayor Wu. And thank you for your tireless support of women's soccer here in the city. Tonight is about our future as BOS Nation F.C. But as a club, we honor our city's storied women's soccer history and the fans that built it. This is actually my favorite part of the evening, I will say. I don't know how many of you noticed the muralist as you walked in. Back there, did everyone see it? So you may not know her, but you all know her work, most likely. As a student, Laura DiDonato, she won the contest to name the Boston Breakers. She is now a professional muralist and a track coach at Boston Latin, where she practices and holds her team events at White Stadium. The mural she creates tonight will live somewhere within the storied history of our own team, and to have her creating that as a piece of history this evening to honor our past as a point for our future is pretty special. And so I'd invite all of you to sign. There's a canvas alongside of her, so sign that, and those two things will ultimately become a piece of history for the team. And so with that, yeah, let's give her a really big round of applause. I don't know if you all saw it, but it looks amazing. Great. And so with that, I want to turn it over to one of my other managing owners to introduce Charlie Davies.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Anna. We are so excited to be with all of you here tonight. This is absolutely fantastic. And now it's my honor to introduce one of Boston's most beloved athletes, Boston athlete Charlie Davies, Boston College graduate, U.S. men's national team and New England Revolution forward, and now an analyst and host for CBS Sports. So Charlie has been a key supporter of our club from the first day he heard that Boston was bringing a team to Boston. And I'm so excited to have him here. Charlie. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, this is incredible. First, I want to thank the city of Boston for bringing women's professional soccer back to the city. It's amazing. I also want to acknowledge two of the greatest athletes that I've ever come in contact with. Christine Lilly and Lauren Holiday, who are here, who also played professional soccer here in Boston. So Jennifer called me at the very beginning and said, Charlie, I want to bring women's professional soccer back to Boston. I want to do this. What do you think? And will you help me? Will you support me? And I said, absolutely. I know that Boston is ready for this. Boston needs this. Boston deserves this. The kids of Boston need this, and they deserve this. And so I want to share a little bit about myself and why this is so important to me and why I'm standing here in front of you tonight. So when I was growing up, I'm sure some of you may have heard this, but we didn't have much growing up. And I didn't have many role models. I couldn't talk to anyone. I couldn't share any of the issues that I was dealing with every day in my life. My mother suffered from a severe mental disorder, and my father suffered from a severe drug addiction. And sports was literally the only way I saw, as an outlet, as something that could, change my life. That was my aspiration, to become a professional athlete. And if you talk to any of my teachers at the time, they'd say, you have no shot in hell. There's no chance. My 8th grade teacher told me, I'll never forget, my math teacher said, you'll never make it. You'll never make it. And that's the one who's supposed to guide me to the future. But soccer was the one sport that got me a first-class education. It got me to travel the world. I was an Olympian. I got to play professional soccer for 12 years. And I got to meet so many different people from all over the world, and just a really enriched life that no kid from Manchester, New Hampshire, born in Lawrence, Massachusetts, grew up in Manchester, New Hampshire, went to school in Boston, would have ever imagined. And so think about what this is going to do for all the kids that are looking to something, looking for something, to inspire them, to think about what's possible in the future. It's not just playing professional soccer. It's maybe being a potential owner, an investor, leading the marketing team. Like, there's so many things that sports can do for kids. It's only positive. And so to be a part of that, to bring that into a city that is so deserving of a women's professional soccer team that is going to thrive, that is going to be chasing championships, bring championships home to a city that is very well aware of what championships mean, I could not be more proud to stand here tonight in front of all of you and say that BOS Nation is going to change the lives of so many kids in the future. So thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you to this ownership group. So incredible to come together and say, we're going to make this work. We're going to do whatever is necessary to make this work. To the mayor for seeing the potential of this sport in this city. It's incredible. And for women in general, what? It's your time. Let's go. What are we waiting for? So enjoy the night. Thank you so much. And let's celebrate.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you so much. It is mine and Jamie's job to close out the night. But before I do that by reading our value statement, I wanted to just acknowledge we listed off a whole bunch of people who are in the room tonight, and we neglected to call out the Renegades, our 5-time championship Boston Renegades. So please give a BOS Nation shout out. I mean, there aren't too many teams in Boston that can claim 5-time champions, honestly. So I wanted to really talk a little bit about our North Star of who we are. Bostonian. It is an origin story, an identity, a badge of honor, and a title worn by millions across 23 neighborhoods and 48.4 square miles. They are 9 letters that say so much. A place where sarcasm is the native language, a $3.48 cup of coffee is the food of choice, And we're a legion of professional sports teams. Connect us as one. And no one rests in this town until championship banners are raised. To the Bostonian, allow us to introduce ourselves. A nation made up entirely of you. The many stories, the cultures, and passions that make up our city. We are BOS Nation, unified not only by our similarities, but also our differences, brought together by our love of the beautiful game. Now, in this city, in this beautiful city, we hold so dear. We are the many. We are BOS Nation F.C. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight to commemorate this exciting moment in our club's history. We couldn't do this without you. You are the heartbeat and the lifeblood of this team. So I just want to close out by saying, go BOS Nation.
Vamos, BOS Nation!
And one last thing, or ask. If you haven't already, make sure you write a letter to the team in the front corner of the store on the first floor, and be sure to sign the canvas next to our merch display at the entry. So now everyone, enjoy the rest of the evening. DJ Stealth Mode, take it away, and thank you all for being here with us.